All right. So, all right, now I'm kind of working right now, people, but I will answer this one question about the holistic, allopathic, Reiki, massage world, chiropractic world, all the different therapeutics that are out there. Okay. And I've been talking about this before about massage. I'm not trying to knock my massage therapists out there. I'm not trying to knock the Reiki people out there. I'm not trying to knock anyone out there that's doing these type of therapeutics, because I understand that there is a need, and the reason why is because there are people out there that have issues with releasing toxins from their lymph nodes because they haven't energized their immune system with the right chemistry. So they have to go see a chiropractic, so they have to go see massage therapist or Reiki therapist or any kind of therapist. I don't care what it is. They have to go see a therapist to go and release toxins because they don't have the ability to do it on their own. But here's the thing with massage therapy, with Reiki therapy, with any type of therapy where someone's manipulating your hormones and manipulating your different chakras. They're releasing negative energy that's been built up in the different parts of your bodies that you're not releasing because you're not doing J juice. And so it gets released in the body, and you still have a very stagnant filtration system. So all of those toxins, those things that were actually sequestered in parts of your body, now they're free flowing, reinfecting your body again. Unless you're doing J juice and you're releasing all the excess. But then you won't necessarily need to go see a chiropractor or a massage therapist or a Reiki therapist because you're releasing the toxins on your own. The only reason why people go see all these different manipulators is because they can't release the information on their own. They need someone to come in there and do it either through a vaccine, okay, or through a prescription drug, or through whatever therapeutic systems are out there, because they have the inability to do it on their own. And when you do the J juice, you're going to be energizing everything at the cellular level. You're not going to need a chiropractor. You're not going to need a massage therapist. You're not going to need a Reiki therapist. You're not going to need any therapist at all, because you will actually be releasing the excess on your own. But that's the thing with all different types of therapies, is that it's a reinfection. Because the reason why you are having, why you're getting therapy to begin with, whether it's massage therapy or physical therapy or any kind of therapy, is because you have built up crap in your body that you can't release because you're not energizing your immune system the correct way. So someone has to go in there, an intermediary, and do it for you. And then how are you going to release the excess? People will have all this, their lymph nodes are full of stuff, and then someone does lymphatic massage, and yeah, they release the tension and all this stuff, but where's it going? It's reinfecting the body parts again. You're not releasing it, and then it goes and builds up again. So this is why people have lymphoma. This is why people have different cancers, because they're not releasing the excess. And they go do all these therapeutic massages, and then the body gets reinfected. Same thing when you go see a therapist and you're bringing back, memories of stuff that you suppressed for such a long time. And then the therapist goes in and says, okay, remind me of your childhood, and let's bring up your childhood and all the things that happened to you. And then you go and recount all of those issues, and all of a sudden you're like crying and screaming and whatever it is that people react to from past experiences, and they're reinfected again, they're re-traumatized again. And then they think that they're healed. You just reinfected somebody. Okay? So when you're on the J juice, and people stay on the J juice, there's not going to be a need for a chiropractor. There's not going to be a need for massage therapy. There's not going to be a need for a Reiki therapist. There's not going to be a need for any type of therapy or any kind of hormone manipulation, which is very huge out there in the allopathic holistic, which is why I do my videos, so that way that we can see the future, that we don't need to have to deal with holistics or therapies or anything of the nature. Playing, God with your genes, using hormones to manipulate things, when you can just drink the J juice, deal with your demons, release the excess, and then tap into your genetics to be able to adapt to your environment. And so when the environment becomes more aggressive, your body will become more aggressive, but in a way that's good. When there's changes in the atmosphere, you have billions and billions of DNA that have not been turned on that will get turned on when it needs to. But a lot of you are suppressing your genes. You're doing chiropractic, you're doing all these different things to your body using magic or whatever. Okay, and then you are suppressing your life force. You're basically like a binary, like I'm learning about binary code right now, and I'm like, holy crap. Learning how to count in binary. Okay, that's turning things on and turning things off. That's exactly what they do in the holistic allopathic world, in the therapies world, in the prescription drug world, in the supplements world. It's basically turning genes on and off based upon intention. Oh, I have a headache. Oh, I have this. Oh, I have that. So then you take something for all that, and then basically it's turning your genes of your prostaglandins, turning them off so you can't feel pain. When you turn off your genes and you suppress the replication of your DNA, which is the RNA, okay, then that's when you shorten your telomeres. And that's when you have imbalances in body, mind, and spirit. That's where diagnosable diseases come from. That's where all of the victim predator prey syndrome comes from. That's where all of the imbalances come from, is when people apply certain kind of chemistry that it can be translated into a computer code that is simply flipping a switch on your genetics. And then you pass it along to your kids. And then your kids are learning how to turn off their genetics and turn them off based upon your lifestyle and your belief system. This is why we cannot play with the pharmaceutical, holistic, therapies out there, because it really is hormone manipulation. You've got to bring in the pro-life force of the J juice, and you got to face your demons. You got to stop suppressing them and playing these categories out there that are so prevalent in the holistic allopathic world. That's why I mentioned holistic allopathic are two sides of the same coin. You got to understand that. They both turn your genes on and off relative to the intention, and then in turn it shortens your lifespan, and then your children take on those characteristics, and then it's hard to deprogram them from the system because you haven't deprogrammed yourself at the cellular level. So how could you possibly teach your kids how to deprogram when you haven't even deprogrammed yourself? Okay? So there you go. Bye.